Hi Geminis, and welcome to your December 2019 General Tarot Forecast. I am lighting a candle for you guys this month as we are having the fabulous Jupiter changing sign this month from Sagittarius, which just so happens to be this lighter. I didn't even realize. Well, it was a gift for me for a long, long time ago because I got a lot of Sagittarius in my chart, but that is the one that is lighting the candle because Jupiter is changing sign into Capricorn this month, and that means a lot for you as a sign, Gemini. It means like really a lot because it has been on your axis. So your axis is Gemini and Sagittarius. Sagittarius is your opposite sign. So Jupiter having been in your opposite sign means so much. It has really shown you your purpose. It has really introduced a lot of motivation into your life. It has shown you how to motivate and how to find desire. So as it prepares to change signs and spends time in its last bit of your opposite, there is such a good opportunity here to see what you've wanted for a long time and to start to integrate that more so in an authentic way. So really December for you, Gemini, is about authentically pursuing your desires and not being held up by things that aren't worth your time anymore. That's really what I understood as I was shuffling your cards, which I'm doing just a little bit more right now. A bit more shuffle, and then we'll cut them when we get into the tarot spread. Another intuitive message that I felt for Gemini in the month of December was really lighting your path. So really seeing beyond the shadow, getting some light within the shadows of your life. So anything that's not clear, anything that's not really felt available for you, it should really get clear here. It should really get understood and easily navigated now. So things should be easy to kind of predict. There should be a direction, there should be a momentum that you can now build in. And if you don't feel that way, if you feel directionless or kind of lost right now, it will be easier than you think this month to write that, to become understanding and cognizant of what the right direction is for you. So your month really revolves around just finding direction, finding a path, and really sculpting it and connecting with it. Okay, also there might be some kind of weird kind of duty that you also have to embrace this month. You might have something that you have to get done, or something that you might have to really just forge ahead and get out of the way so that it's over with. I definitely felt that for you. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and cut your cards and we will get into the tarot spread and see what comes up. So general messages for Gemini in the month of December. Okay, Gemini's week number 1 in December, you've got the Hermit. Oh my gosh, I love that because I was just talking about lighting the shadows, right? It's coming up right by the candle. I was just talking about, there's not so much darkness around you. I mean, maybe there's quite a bit, but you're giving, or you're given the tools to light that up. You're given this lantern to see in that darkness. So you are overcoming the shadow this month. I did a video about the shadow. I'll link that below and in the top right-hand corner. But you are really overcoming shadow and getting stronger. That's rooted down by the Judgment card. Oh my gosh. Really incredible. 2 major arcana cards for your first week. So right when December starts, right when Jupiter changes sign on December 3rd, that is in the first week, your life gets very injected, okay, of activated energy. And that makes sense because it's such a change in paradigm for you. It's such a change in how you've experienced life, how you've moved forward, how you've motivated. That's really, to me, what Jupiter in Capricorn represents, is a change in paradigm. We're shifting from that more fiery, airy type of, optimistic push, yeah, everything's going to work out well, to a motivated, resolved notion of building strongly. So you can embrace that so well by really getting into the shadows and really getting into more light as well, like lighting up those shadows and turning over a new leaf. So waking up to some kind of truth with the Judgment card, knowing if someone is good or bad for you and going based off of that. So not treating the people who are being bad to you as if they're being good to you, and vice versa. Really making a clear, plain judgment for yourself about what direction your life needs to go. This is what your first week is about. You overcome some kind of shadow and you create a path, you wake up to something, and you act appropriately. Week number 2. The Empress. Okay, already 3 major arcana cards in a row. So I always say if there are 3 or more, it will be a month to remember. So this is a very memorable month for you, rooted down by 5 of Cups. 5 of Cups has been coming up a lot. It can feel a little bit sad, and I'm already losing my voice right as we go into that. So there's a throat chakra thing coming up for you guys where you've not been able to voice your truth, where you've not been able to like honestly exist in your own authenticity. And the second week is coming to bring that to light again. Wherever you've not been able to be honest, or wherever someone might have lied to you or not been honest to you, that is going to be clear and obvious. And there is sadness there, but there's also strength and power in the ability to make a judgment, a healthy, clear kind of judgment, in how to move forward without that sneaking up on you again like this. That's the thing about this change of Jupiter sign that we're having. Sometimes things sneak up on us. Sometimes we realize, whoa, that's what I was doing. That's what my life was about. And I didn't realize it. And it's shocking, it's jolting, it's hard, but now you can deal with it and now you can make the right decisions. And that's what that energy to me says that you're doing. Week number 2, you're embracing some kind of emotional duty, some kind of emotional standard or task that you've had to do, and you become stronger and more magnetic for it. Week number 3, you have the 5 of Swords rooted down by the 7 of Swords. Okay, so it's not easy, but it's so worth it. So 5 and 7, these are 2 of the more stereotypically difficult sword cards. A lot of people interpret 7 of Swords as being taken from or feeling like someone's stolen something from you. And 5 of Swords can also be that as well, except it's more like maybe someone planning that, or someone who you've identified in your life as maybe very narcissistic or willing to take whatever they can get just to get ahead type of energy. I don't feel it to be in that vein for you, though. I'm really feeling a throat chakra thing, and again, 7 of Swords always makes me think of that as well, because all of these sharp swords are right around his neck, right around his throat. So there's a sense of maybe holding a lot of grudges or holding a lot of painful memories right at your throat, so it's hard to speak, it's hard to communicate, it's hard to find honesty. So yeah, we've got to drop those. We're taking too many painful memories with us, perhaps, and now we've got to drop those so we can move forward. Because when we do that, we do step into this 5 of Swords mode, even if we don't realize it, even if we don't think we're being narcissistic in any way. We do step into this mode of subconsciously resenting others who aren't in the same place. So I'm not saying you're doing that, Gemini, but it's something to be mindful of. Also with the people around you, are the people around you doing that? Do whatever you can to release past painful memories and traumatic grudges that no longer serve in any way. You will be able to speak and communicate so much easier after you do that. Week number 4, the Knight of Swords reversed, rooted down by Temperance. Okay, I love that. I really love that, Geminis. So yeah, it's not about just running as fast as you can away with these memories and away with all of this progress, because there is so much progress here for you. There's like a crowning moment, I think, for you, is for you and Sagittarius both, as Jupiter changes signs. Whatever you've culminated, whatever you've really worked hard on throughout this last year, you'll kind of be crowned with the victory of that. And sometimes there's a desire to really start exercising that power and moving really fast. You've got to be slow. You've got to be resolute. You've got to be planned and strategic in how you use the new power you've gained. You've got to moderate it and temper it, okay? It's not about just blasting off or being a huge risk taker right now. It's better to sit still throughout December, okay? It's better to find the balance and to find a middle ground, okay? We're not just following our instincts and emotions, but we're also not just being, based in our logic, okay? There's a mixture. Instinct connects to logic, and they work together in tandem to moderate and modify our life in a positive way. That's what we're trying to go for here. So it's really easy actually to identify if you're operating just in logic or just in instinct, okay? It's not that hard. I did a video somewhat about this with the Mars-Uranus transit that we had on November 24th. Be sure to check that out for more information there. But it's something we're all going through to a degree, and something around the last week of November would have actually created this whole entire dynamic for you, where that's what's happening. Again, this instinct versus logic versus lower brain versus upper brain type of things. Humanity is really kind of sifting through that right now, and the next 3 years are very much a result of how successful or unsuccessful we've been in that process. So yeah, you're really going to be tested when it comes to lower brain urges versus upper brain consciousness, okay? That's a big thing for Gemini. You kind of have rulership over that to a degree anyway. You're a Mercury sign, so that's all around your territory. But yeah, the Mars transit of Mars going through Scorpio and into Sagittarius into January, that's really going to activate those impulses, those urges. And that was okay with Jupiter in Sag, but here we have Jupiter in Capricorn, and it's just a whole different environment for how we work with impulses, urges, and all of that. So really, temperance, moderation, conservative, like I don't mean conservative politically, I mean conservative in like how you use your energy. Like a conservative, I'm not going to spend so much energy. I'm not just going to spend it all here. Holding back, budgeting your energy, okay, is so important for everyone here. Finding out what you need to do, the duties that you need to take on, so that you can make the next 3 years of Capricorn injection really be on your side. So yeah, Gemini, it's been a really nice reading. There's a lot of good, potent, concentrated energy here. I'm not going to stretch it out any longer than it needs to be. Although, if you guys want to see the extended reading, if you want to see the central theme, what all of this is coming back to, as well as your 2 power cards for the month of December, you guys can hop over to my Patreon page to see this extended. That'll be linked below, and it'll pop up in the center of your screen right before this video ends as well. Thank you so much to those of you who've been able to purchase moon symbols. It should have a holiday promotion where it goes on discount, so if you haven't been able to pick that up yet, it will be on discount for the holidays through Kindle Unlimited as well as through Amazon, so I'll link that below as well. And if you wanted to follow me on social media, and especially hit that subscribe button here on YouTube if you're new, I would so appreciate that. That would be a wonderful Christmas gift for me, as it all comes back to those subscriptions here on YouTube. So your likes and comments as always make my day. I love to get feedback. I love to understand how the readings are resonating so I can keep making them better. And on that note, let's jump over to Patreon now for your extended, and I will see you guys in January. It's almost 2020. See you later, Geminis. Bye.